Welcome to the secret video section for Test Prep Gurus. I'm Nick, the CEO of Test Prep Gurus, and the one who put together our unique method of preparing for these exams. You're going to see a series of short videos that outline key topics from Test Prep Gurus. You're going to hear this stuff from your teachers, but we want some reinforcement of those topics. So you're also going to hear it in small chunks through these videos that will be coming to the parents and to the students to make sure we're doing the right things consistently throughout this process to make sure that you succeed. So the first topic, how to do your homework. Homework is the key to long-term improvement on the SAT and the ACT. Self-testing and self-study are at the heart of this process. This is not like school where, and I've been a student and I've been around students for 20 years. I know how it works. School is all about putting in the minimal amount of effort to achieve the maximum grade possible. This is reversed. We have to prioritize learning when we attack our homework for the SAT or the ACT or any other standardized test. Because at the end of the day, you don't get a grade based on effort when it comes to these exams. There is an official test at the end that will measure concepts you've mastered versus ones you have not. Ergo, we need to prioritize learning and long-term retention. Our homework strategy is built around achieving that goal, which will lead you to these higher scores. And those higher scores will lead you to whatever your long-term goal might be for the future. The type of homework you're going to see might be a full practice test, or it might be sections from a practice test. Just be aware of the time at the beginning. As you move through it further and further, you become more aware of that time and improving your pacing. So step one, we do all the problems, check right answers versus wrong answers. Really obvious, right? But you're only halfway done at that point when you've completed step one. Steps 2 and 3 should take just as long as it did to do the section of homework. And steps 2 and 3 are where the real learning happens and the real long-term retention happens. So you're going to hear a lot of emphasis on that from me and from your teachers when you meet with them one-on-one. Here's step 2. I see the ones that I got wrong. I go back to those problems and I attempt them again, armed only with the knowledge that I didn't get them right the first time. Step 3, there are probably still some problems left over that you just can't figure out how to do. Now you go read the explanation in the book for how to solve that problem or the solution that's attached in a PDF that comes with a practice test. Attempt those problems for a third time having read the solution. I don't necessarily want you to follow along with the solution. Read it, close the explanation, attempt that problem again. Only then, when you have 3 or 4 problems left over, should you take those that you've now tried 3 different times to solve and couldn't figure them out. Those are the ones you should take to your teacher in the next one-on-one session and have them help you with those. Now, I understand the temptation to do the problems, mark the ones that were right, mark the ones that were wrong, and then bring all the wrong ones to your teacher because you want to speed up this process. I know you're busy as a student. I know you have too much going on. I know you're overscheduled, but that will not lead you to achieve your goals. Just doing the problems and taking the wrong answers to the instructor is not going to help you achieve that higher score, which is going to help you achieve your long-term goals. The reason why is struggling with the problems, attempting them the wrong way a couple of times is actually key, research shows, to internalizing the information and retaining it for the long term. We have had hundreds, if not thousands, of past students who can attest if you do the homework the right way, your scores will go up and you will reach those long-term goals for your future. Now, I also realize I'm asking you to do a lot of what seems like extra work. But again, that's because this is different than school. We're aiming for long-term retention, deep learning. And in order to achieve that, I need you to attempt those problems, especially the ones you got wrong, right? Because the ones you answered correctly, well, you've probably got mastery over that content. But the ones you answered incorrectly, that's where we really got to dig in. That's where the real learning happens, the big score increases happen. So attempt them 2 or 3 times. You're going to learn that stuff. Granted, there will still be a few left over that you have to bring to the teacher and get a little extra help on next time. But resist that temptation to take too many to the teacher, because you will actually learn it more effectively and deeply if you figure it out on your own. Now, one pro tip is that as you're going through these sections the first time during step one, if there's a problem you have to guess on, circle that and know that's one you need to review for later, because you might guess correctly, which is great. We want to teach you how to guess correctly, but ultimately, we don't want to leave it to chance, if we can avoid it, that you're going to guess correctly. We want to master the concepts in that problem so that whatever form it takes on your official exam at the end, you answer it correctly without having to guess, right? We want to minimize the guessing. We will maximize our ability to guess well throughout this process. But best case scenario, you just know all the material cold, and this is how we get to that place. Last thought, your instructors will check when you come in and bring them a few problems. You might say, hey, there are just 3 that I need to work on. You'll go through those with your instructor, but your instructor should also test you on a few random problems that you say you answered correctly to make sure you're actually doing the work. And we know if you fumble around, delay, come up with excuses, that you didn't actually put in the hard work to figure those problems out. Now, we're not doing this to catch you or get you in trouble. We don't get to give you a grade in this process, right? We're doing it to keep you on track, to make sure you are taking the steps we know will lead you to that score, which will get you to your long-term goals that you want to achieve.